Alright folks, we are back as France, and we are continuing our war against Scandinavia. After considering the aggressive expansion and the amount of aggressive expansion we will take, I think it's probably better to directly take just everything from the war leader. I'm also trying to keep Brandenburg from becoming hostile by improving relationships, and we'll probably, if I can, re-ally them as soon as I am able to do so. Let's see. 1702. So not too long until they would ally us. The main reason to ally Brandenburg is not really because I need their help necessarily in wars, but rather instead having them allied to me will prevent them from joining the coalition. And at this point, we're basically just trying to eat all of Central Europe and ignore the coalition, because our mission requires us to just take provinces over here. Then I think we can actually piece Scandinavia out at this point. Siege of Lund is over, definitely probably after that. The Eden Agreement. If we sign it, England, who we don't care about, sure, why not England? We'll be friendly with you. Let's take war reps. We'll take war reps and that. And if I tell them to concede that one province in Canada to me, I do not think that is helpful because we cannot reach it. So this will just put a huge amount of economic pain onto Scandinavia and push them out of the war. I think with Franconia, we're going to do the same thing. Russia's struggling. Let's bring these troops back home. Who else is in this war? Yeah, just Saxony and Franconia. Alright, so Franconia, we're just going to piece you out. We are not going to take any land from you because it's too much aggressive expansion. And I don't think we even need money. And so what I think we're going to do instead is just white piece them out so that there's a short truce and we can attack them again later if we want to. And now we gotta wait a day. Now we can sue for peace and take everything. It will form a coalition of us. It's a small coalition though, and I think it is manageable. And so we will take everything. And I was going to say I'm going to bring these troops home too, but they don't really have to go home, do they? All right, let's see. Brandenburg is none too pleased. They can't quite ally yet. They're pretty grumpy. So what could we do? There we go. See if we can keep Brandenburg from joining a coalition. Another thing we need to do is to take some provinces from Spain, but they are in a war. And no, we will accept that Palermo. Neapolitan rebels, Mulhausian rebels. Ooh, court and country. Sorry, Scandinavia. I probably didn't help by all the stuff I did there. Let's see if we can find a province where we can stand, maybe? Oh, we've got too much papacy points. Let's take that improved relationships benefit. pull this troops down here. What is this little army? Don't even know what this small army is. It looks like half of a stack. Where's the other half? I don't see another 28 stack, so it's just like this troop is just a incomplete army. Let's just bring it back over. We have built a university and gotten a bonus for that. Thank you. We will take a discipline advisor. This gentleman needs, this army needs a general. Oh, that's a pretty good general. This army is also in need of a general. Not so hot, but okay. Particularists, whatever. This army is also taking attrition. We do not want to do that, because our manpower is actually getting a little low, honestly. As some of our other buildings finish, we should probably construct some of these additional manpower buildings. A lot of these are in the process of building already. The Enlightenment spawned, so I basically built universities in like every province. Lending libraries and book clubs. Cool. Right, armies are 36 20s. There we go. Once that's done, this army will be another full stack, ready for combat. Where is a better province that will not take attrition? There. The winter, and so we're taking more attrition than before. A fun game. There we go. All right. Castile, are you done with your war? No, you're not. Let's mark them as special interests so we hear what's going on with them. Scandinavian exile. Sure, Scandinavia hates my guts anyways, so it sure doesn't matter what they think. See what's happening on our trade power front. Military theory, great, we've already got all the power we could possibly need there. Let's send them to protect trade in Venice. And go home at war. Brandenburg wants money. Sure, Brandenburg. They're happy with me again. Let's re-ally Brandenburg. That's a lot of money, but we don't care. There we go, we've got Brandenburg back on side again. That will prevent them from taking aggressive expansion and greatly reduce the likelihood of any coalition being able to form. Let us bring the National Unrest gentleman aboard. And we are using all, for one of the first times in the whole game, we're using all our diplomatic relations, but not overusing them. Alright, we have managed to shove our way all the way into Central Europe. How many provinces do we have? Lost a military general. 50. We currently have 19. Interesting. It's like it's not counting. As owner's culture. It's almost like we need... It's almost like they're not converting the culture? Is that what's the problem is here? There's the general. Which means we may have to absorb and convert them. Oh, we've gotta... Let's take the... We have tons of money, so let's take the morale of armies as a nice little buff. And then let us chip in just a little bit, so that we have some possibility of winning. Why not? Mainly because I believe it has an improved relationship, aggressive expansion impact. That would be helpful to us, so it's worth chipping in. Not a ton, but just a little bit. Now, let's take a look at this culture map mode. So... It's counting some of the provinces, but not all of them. Perhaps because these are not of the right culture, maybe? Or maybe they have to be cored. Some of these have like weird... Or maybe I just need more. I'll have to pay more attention. So we know there's 19. Guess I could always force convert it myself. Could use my own diplo power, I guess, to convert provinces to what is Munster's primary culture. It's funny, I don't even know where to see this. Ah. Primary culture is Westphalian. And they accept Lower Saxon, Rhenish, and Saxon. So their primary culture is Westphalian. Come on. Their primary culture is Westphalian. There's a lot of things. They do accept these, though. Be interesting to see how this pans out. Castile is still losing this war with Brunei. which is very inconvenient because I would very much like to take this over. Sample to us all. Alright, let us see who the next one is. Allied with Hungary and Ingolstadt. So if I were to declare on you, this would be a valid one to attack, because Hungary would join, Ingolstadt would not, and so we could attack in on them. The other one we could attack, let's... Yes, Brandenburg, we will marry you. The other one we could attack is the Palatinate. They're allied with Bohemia and Tyrol. This would bring in Scandinavia, but I don't think we're afraid of Scandinavia. Because we've pretty convincingly, I think, shown that we can defeat them, so that would be a valid target. In 1707. Ingolstadt we do not have a truce with. This is a pretty easy war. Austria could be vassalized, but man, do they hate my guts. That is an exceptional amount of anger with me. Ingolstadt is a valid target now. But I don't know, does Mulhouse... Mulhouse has a claim on this province. Austria would be a good one to eat. And then release. So as to feed back all their cores. Let's get a claim on Austria. I would just vassalize them peacefully, but I don't think there's a way to do that, given how much they hate my guts. Let's build a spy network on them. We're maxing out our Diplo power. Let's take a quick moment to divvy out some of this. Remember, we want to Diplo. There's also some provinces down here we need to develop. Let's zoom before I just start randomly dishing this out. Let's see, I think they need 40. Yeah, see, Toulouse is not yet at the level it needs to be. There's 40 for Toulouse. Armagnac's already there, and Bordeaux's there. Okay, so we have done the development that we need in the south of France. Let's take Austria, then return cores on everything. In order to do that, we're going to need to probably annex Lucca. So let us improve relations with Lucca and annex them, because we don't have enough Diplo relations slots. Still not doing so hot in that war. So we'll annex in. We will annex in Lucca, who has been a wonderful vassal for a very long time, but we do need to make room for new vassals. in order to eat Austria. They're allied with Brandenburg. This is quite a... Oh yeah, I don't even need claims anymore, really. I can just imperialism onto anyone I want. But I really do not want to fight Brandenburg. Another general in charge, thank you. Alright, Lucca is in, so let us annex this vassal. But is Austria allied to Ingolstadt? They are. So if we were to attack them... Austria won't join because they're in debt. But if they weren't in debt, they would join. Let's move this army down here, along with a support stack. Who's grumpy? Lucca is grumpy. Okay. Well, let's pay off your debt. Munster, also grumpy. Let's just do a little placate there. No. Truce with Aragon and Genoa is over. Come on, Castile, end this war. Oh, they're winning now. We do not want to upset them. No, we are not going to take that. Yes, we will instead take the 446 for the throne, thank you. Bring it, peasants. We've got troops in position. Let's move these troops down onto the border. Pause. Yes, Castile, you can have money. Let's trade in for something here. We'll just take the tax modifier and construction cost. They are at peace. Haha. That's what I thought that meant when I got the request for money, because I don't think you can do that while they're at war. So let us now go in and return a core province. Let's go for Lucania for 84. Confirm. Thank you, Castile. Now we will take our claim. Because what will probably be easiest is to... Well, it might be somewhat beneficial to annex them in the war, because then I can return core all of this stuff back onto them. All right, I think we are in position. Austria will not join, but they will probably if I send them a gift. I think they were quite a bit in debt, so let's send them 200 ducats. See if that they pay off their debt with that. This is like the most underhanded, like, here's some money. Also, here's some money, and also, here we are. Hello. In. Reinforcing stack. Forward. Forward. Let us march. Is this a good siege general? Nope. Forward. 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 There we go. And yet another war begins. And the Austrian army is toast. Call to arms against some African provinces. Sure, Castile. Wow, that was a really fast siege of Ingolstadt. Who am I at war with down here? Am I in a position to be helpful to Castile? Because we would sort of like to help Castile. Alright, let's participate. We will recruit a general of some kind so that this army is not a total wipeout. This is a little dangerous, but we'll send him in. Let's stop spying on Austria. We keep getting and losing cardinals. Oh, I'd sort of forgotten that Franconia was in this war. Oh well, the vassals seem to have him well under control. I think I'm sieging everyone I'm supposed to be sieging. Some crazy province name. Now we'll just let the vassal swarm flow in as we attempt to siege them down. The monument in Milan is done. Cool. That is over. Forward to Prague. I'm gonna cap out on admin power here momentarily. Alright, I'm going to pause here in the war so that in between episodes I'll use up some of this admin power so we don't go over the limit, and I'll see you for the continuation of the war next time.